Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Try Out UnderRail. So every week, in a new little schedule that I've got, I try out a game that I haven't played before. And this week it is UnderRail. This is an old school RPG that's been sat in my Steam library for a little while. I've seen it played on GOG a little bit, and I've played the tutorial, even though I've honestly forgotten a bit of that. But it's not too difficult to actually play, I think. Don't know too much about what it's about in terms of plot and such. But we're going to try it for the next 90 minutes or so, see what it's about, see the impression it makes, and so see if we can play it later, continue playing it as a stream, playing it as an LP if I want to play it on my own, or if you guys want to play it at some point. Hello, Unhappy Gardener. I didn't see you there. So I've already played the tutorial. I'm going to start a new game and make a character and everything. And like I said, the game isn't that difficult in terms of controls, I think. It's more a case of... well, it might be. We don't know. We're going to start a new game. So I'm going to play it on normal. But I like this. Provides a lot of challenge to the average hardcore gamer. What is an average hardcore gamer? Because I thought hardcore was the fact that you're not average. So it's like just a position there. It's like, I don't know. So easy is people find combat on normal difficult a bit too hard for their taste. Play characters double the normal amount of health, while medicinal supplies heal more and have reduced cooldown. And NPCs can be a bit silly. And hard is experienced players leaves little room for error. But yeah, an average hardcore gamer. And experience works in two ways as well. So oddity XP is where you gain experience by collecting oddities scattered across UnderRail and completing quests. Whereas classic is more like killing enemies, completing quests and skills and such. So if you pick a lock, I reckon you get experience. I'm going to go for that one, but I'm going to go for normal. So I think, average hardcore. This is a really strange way of putting it, I think. So here we are with the character creation. Plenty of portraits to choose from. Now I was thinking about, because I'm not gonna probably not gonna keep this save game, play this as a type of character that I don't normally play with in this sort of game, because I really like. I don't like crafting for a start, but I rarely play just a meathead. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't know where I am in... well, I suppose I'm like Dark Souls hardcore, right? Because I like Dark Souls. So I think I might play like a meathead character who bashes things. So him, I reckon. So it's what you might expect. This is pretty standard. Strength is for bashing things and carrying stuff. Dexterity is for your reflexes, finger nimbleness, and agility is for fleet-footedness and athletics and things like that, and dodge and evasion. Constitution is stamina, health, armor. Perception is how perceptive you are. I mean, seeing things, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Arranged weapons. Willpower, this is where it gets a bit sort of interesting, is mental determination to seize actions regardless of various mental difficulties such as pain, suggestion, and overwhelming odds. So this is interesting, as well as force his will into others and the environment. And PSI disciplines and intelligence, how well the character learns and reasons, sciences, and again PSI point regeneration. So I don't think my character is going to be too intelligent, so I'm going to drop that down to 3. But yeah, I usually play agile and smart. Absolutely, I'm with you there. So you get the whole sneaky skill-based kind of character that's really fun to play. This is UnderRail, and I don't know how old it is. I don't know how old it is. I should check this sort of thing. I'm going to put one in willpower. I'm going to take one out of perception because I don't think my character's very good at guns. I think he's much more of a strength-based constitution sort of guy. We'll put one in agility as well, I think. So that's what we're going to go with. Oh, we got a name. You want to think of a name? Like Brick or something? I know Brick's been taken. But yeah, so it's quite recent. It looks old, but it's designed that way. So like, I don't know, Steve, Bob again. You know, can you guys think of anything? I mean, thanks to Harry Johnson. I might go with that. Dave. Cliff isn't a name that really fits, I think. Do a Harry J. Harry J. Now this is where they get like all this and then feats as well. Crazy Pete. Hi Rabbit, very X fan. So the game has crafting in it, tailoring leather, crafting various items such as healing kits and stuff like that. I like it because if you increase like chemistry, you also increase a bit of biology as well. But we're going to go with melee, obviously. I don't know what a good score is, but you can only put 15 in it. So, I don't know what this means either. But oh yeah, this is because you've got strength or dexterity, and because I've upped them, my actual melee is 21. Which is nice. No, I'm trying to avoid that, really. Because that's why I picked this sort of character. So it'd be quite easy to... because intimidation, we're going to stick stuff in that, you know? So, initiate control of rapid temperatures. But this is all willpower. Well, you know, we do have some willpower, but we don't have much PSI, I reckon. So, I mean, this is nice, but I don't think if we play as that sort of character, we'll get into it too much. But the thing is, as this sort of character of just like melee, I need to diversify into other things. But these rely on intellect. These rely on willpower, and I've got willpower. We'll get some persuasion as well, I think. But I'm actually struggling for places to put stuff. We'll put stuff in dodge and evasion as well, even though... Yeah, we'll do that. But this is all intelligence and dexterity. Did I put stuff in dexterity? I can go back. I'm good at agility and constitution. Nothing seems to rely on constitution. My willpower is pretty high, but my intelligence is low. And I think intelligence is PSI regeneration. Maybe something like this would be kind of neat, actually. So, influence of minds of other living creatures through mental suggestion and domination. Also the ability to focus and enhance your own mental process and take greater control of your body. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll have that. No, not lockpicking. Again, it's dexterity. My dexterity is... It's 5. You know what? We could put a little bit into lockpicking, and... I don't see my guy as much of a hacker. Or a stealther. Ah, traps. There we go. I'll tell you what, I'll bang it in lockpicking as well. So there we go. So we're pretty good at melee. We have no ranged capabilities at all. Do you save? I don't think you save points for feats. You just have 2. So anyway, we're good at melee. Dodging evasion. So this is our combat kind of sorted. So we're just going to charge in there type thing, get in there and batter them. 8 hours of D&D with a new group. It was nice. Good. I'm glad that it went well. 8 hours is quite a lot. My sessions normally last for about 4. We can pick locks, we can set traps and spot them, which is nice. No crafting or anything like that. But we can influence other people and us and ourselves with our willpower, and we're very persuasive and intimidating. Not so much in Mercantile, but that's fine. So feats. Heat and cold damage taken by 10% plus 1% for every point of concentration above 5. Constitution. Our constitution is... well, that's another... So it reduces all mechanical, heat and cold damage by 20%. That's what that is. So 20% resistance to stuff. It's quite a bit. Non-critical crossbow, melee and bullet-based firearm attacks deal additional mechanical damage equal to your level. I won't bother with that just yet then. Reduces armor penalty by 15 and grants 15 bonus to dodge and evasion if you're armed. No, I won't do that. Ninja Looter, no. Opportunist increases damage against rooted, stunned, and incapacitated targets by 15% and against slow targets by 25% and 15%. Well, 4 hours is we play on an evening now, so I suppose that's a thing with it. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Increases carrying capacity. That's something we can do. Paranoia. Everyone is out to get you, and you know it. Detection increased by 20%. Initiative by 5, and chance to get critically hit reduced by 3. Weapon and unarmed damage is increased by 30% against stealth targets. Wow, that's pretty good. Reduces the action point cost of equipping items during combats. Increases your chance to critical hit with all weapons by 7%, but also increases your chance to get a critical hit by 3%. Don't like that. Increases perception by 3. Detecting hidden passages and other secrets. Safe navigate. Acid. Healing increased by 25%. And PSI boosters restore. That's actually quite good. Heavy punch. Perform an unarmed or fist weapon attack deals 180% damage at twice the action cost. Every time you kill an enemy with your melee, your movement points reset to 25. Total health increases by 20% by wearing armor suit, which gives an armor penalty of 50%. Armor penalty. And sprint. You can activate sprint ability, which grants you 30 additional movement points over 2 times. I think I'm going to take that, honestly, because he's going to get into combat. He's going to get into combat, isn't he? So let's take sprint. Let's not do the heavy punch, because that is only for well, melee or ranged weapon. Oh no, wait. Where is it? Where's the punch? There it is. So you're going to be unarmed. I reckon I'll have like a big hammer or something. Maybe it's paranoid as well. I kind of like that one. Alright, we'll just accept that and then go. I have, Sarah, because I was never very comfortable at reading aloud. Since playing Dragon Age, I've got a whole lot better. But I guess sentence by sentence, or at least, you know, until the next comma or whatever. But alright, last topic, of course, earthquake repairs. Continue. What's the situation on this at the south tunnel? Gotta dig deeper to plant the explosives, or we'll risk more damage to the tunnel. Almost everyone is working shifts up there. Shouldn't be too long now. Gorski, how's the security looking? Yeah, Shadowhawk. Yeah. Got one man at the cave exit, and that's enough as far as I'm concerned. Automated security is strong there as long as we know the crossroad and cove are clear, so no one sneaks up on us. Also, we got one man at the under passages, and he's been ordered not to open the gate no matter what. Last thing we need right now are those bloody lurkers sneaking, or more lurkers sneaking up on us. Everyone else is up at the platform securing workers and tunnels. See you, Dave. Vanguard, whatever your name is. Enjoy your run. Yes, it will. It'll be uploaded on the V streams. Good, good. If no one has anything else to add, that will conclude this council meeting. Actually, just one more thing, in case you weren't informed already. I admitted a new citizen to the station. That Harry J. fellow? Yeah, I think he'll be a good addition to the station. He and Wenzel are still at the range, but they shouldn't be too. They should be done any moment now, I believe. You put too much trust in your tests, Tanner. All I care about is how he handles live action, not how many points he got. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Best put him to work immediately. We need all hands on deck right now. Indeed, that's all, Vera. Gorski. An unexpected yawn interrupts Wenzel. He instinctively raises his left hand to cover his mouth, forgetting that he's wearing a respirator. Tiny smile creeps up on your face due to this very fact, yet you understand that after so many hours of testing, these kinds of lapses tend to sneak up on people. Excuse me, all in all, Harry J, as far as I'm concerned, we're done here. I've got a few other things to do, but unless you like to have another go at testing range, you have no reason to stay here any longer. So this implies that your character already knows what they're doing, but I kind of like it. You know, you can play the tutorial, and he says, you know, want to give it one more try. But I'm feeling pretty tired. It's hardly a secret you are too. Besides, I can't wait to check out my new room. Or how do I compare to other newcomers? I'm going to check that. I can't tell you that. Oh, come on. There you go. It'll stay between you and me. Excuse me. Well, if you want to know, your score was well below average. Ooh. Score was below average. Below average? But how? I was joking. You scored highly on most of our tests. As soon as we're done here, I'll be sending them to Tanner. I think he'll be pleased. Okay. Neat. Hi, the Kitten King. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been doing? It was good. It's good. I mean, if you've got 5.5 hours of space, you could watch it on the IOCA YouTube channel, which you can get through IOCA.com. But I can understand if you can't, and yes, it went pretty well. Thank you. Well, I say pretty well. I think it went really well, honestly. It was everything that I hoped for, you know. And a really good thing about it, going back to that, is that all the things that were wrong, if you like, and improvements were just tweaks. There was nothing really intrinsic to what the thing was about. Okay. So we're done here. Yeah, we can skip the tutorial because I've played this before, and nothing's too challenging. Although I'm going to say that I'll probably be floundering around a little bit. No doubt you'll like it. All right, my new room. Nothing more to say than congratulations again, Harry J, and welcome to Southgate Station. Go and get some rest. So if we press tab, we can highlight stuff. And look, there's a light switch. Isn't that neat? So this will be good for stealthing, or stealth-based characters. You can switch off the lights, I guess. Kind of neat, isn't it? We got a 3-day weekend as well. But nobody knows why. So if there was stuff in here, it would appear here, because this is everything. But there isn't anything here. So I'll take everything. Thanks. There's a locker here. So we got health hypo and bandages. So I kind of like this actually. Restores 140 health points over 7 seconds. Health must be over 40% in order for bandages to be effective. So this will do nothing if you're really hurt, which I kind of like. And the health hypo filled with blood and enzymes that catalyze rapid regeneration process. Double check your blood type before use, and it restores 80 health points, but instantly. And you can use it any time. So we'll take them, and I'll actually add them down here. Now we have some armor, a patching kit, and mechanical repair kit. So we can put the armor on. So armor penalty 10%. Persuasion decreased by 3. I guess because people can't see your face. Armor is made by Wrathhound leather. No matter how hard you try to wash it out. Oh, right, okay. The filth. Yeah, so my persuasion is reduced when I'm wearing it. But I can always take it off when I'm talking to people. And look how your character, the model changes. Well, it's the colour. So I kind of like that. I'll take that off for now, actually. Mechanical repair kit can be used to repair mechanical pieces of gear such as firearms, melee weapons, and metal armor. And patching kit can be used to patch leather armors and tactical vests. So, see, these have a durability. That will obviously reduce as we go into the game and get hit and such. So you can patch them up with these. So, I like that. I like that. Let's check our desk. So we got a compass, easy to get turned around in the tunnels. You probably need this. The red needle always points north. Some credits and a private quarters key card. Key card telling us that it's in the desk. That's from Wayne. Thanks, Wayne. And welcome from Tanner. Congratulations, you have passed all the tests we presented you in the past weeks and now have obtained full citizenship to Southgate Station. On behalf of the entire community, I welcome you to our fort. Visit me in my office in the Commons as soon as you've rested so we can discuss your duties in the coming days. That's our quest. Now, as far as I can tell, there's no quest journal. At least not that I've found. Except I just press N, it came up with notes, and there's talk to Councillor Tanner. So there we go. So that's our notes, at least. In the Commons, level 3. Alright then. I don't know why the light's off out here. I don't know where we are now. We don't have a map, as far as I can tell. Combat stats. So there's our health. Healing efficiency. Our attributes. We have no impact speed for it. Yeah, we don't have any weapons, so inventory crafting, yay! Oh, there's notes. Okay, oddities. So this is what you get experience for if we selected that. I've gone with plastic. There's help. It's kind of nice to have. And menu. There's a character sheet. Okay, so pretty straightforward. I like because it's not overwhelming. Everything, you know, is pretty well decently explained, so nothing's too outlandish. What's this? Currently in a controlled zone. Setting traps or planting explosives might provoke them. For characters. If members of certain factions take damage from your traps, they will automatically track it to you and turn hostile. If members of certain factions discover traps or explosives, they will track it to you. So let's not attack anybody. So this is as far as I've got, by the way. This is all I played. I played the tutorial and exited my room. So now I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's in here, or... Oh, the lights are off, though. Well, we found some showers. That's obviously locked. Let's save it and give it a go. Is there a quick save? Okay, there is. Yeah. And there's a security camera there. So it's pretty obvious which is locked, which is nice. This one isn't. No. That's weird. Okay.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
Thank you, Suckman, for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying me exploring UnderRail. Alright, level 3. Wow, okay. Well, let's go to level 3. Where are we now? Nowhere. I wonder where we are now. Maybe in the barracks or something? Anyway, let's be a good boy. It's got a very retro feel, though, hasn't it, Abigail? I like it. I like the feel of the game. Like as soon as I started playing it, I just liked the feel of it. Character is fully focused, which makes them more effective in ranged combat. That helps. Oh! Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Oh! Ah. Where's the cat? I want to pet the cat. I need to pet the cat. Oh, man. Lot of NPCs in here. A whole lot of NPCs. Oh, there it is. Meow. Oh, no, don't, no. Where are you going? Obviously be a mouser. Like the cat is the only thing making noise around here. Jack Quicksilver. Venzel, commoner, commoner, worker, commoner, security guard, commoner, commoner, commoner. Alright, let's talk to Venzel. Did I tell you about that one dude who did the range completely drunk? No, you didn't. But yeah, we met. So, Venzel is the person who got us through the tutorial. My shift starts soon. Okay, so it doesn't... Did you sleep through the earthquake? What's that? How's it going, Harry J? Oh, people know me. Here, the south tunnel has collapsed for miles. I guess all the visitors are stuck here for a while. My shift starts soon. Okay. I like how you don't access a different dialogue. Alright, Jack. How you doing? I haven't seen you around here before. You stuck in this hole now as well? Well, I'm new here. Hi, Nimrast. I'm doing very well. This game is UnderRail. Duke. And it was released in 2005. So it's going for that old school RPG vibe. And so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but you know. Name's Jack Quicksilver, I know. Where are you from, Jack? Not a citizen of any place that's, if that's what you're asking. I travel around a lot, but when I'm not on a train, I spend most of my time in Car City. That's cool. What brought you here in the first place? I don't know where Car City is. Lucrative business opportunity. So I'm just playing it for like 90 minutes or so, just to get a feel for it, get a little, you know, from its vibe. So we're probably not going to get too far into it, obviously, but I reckon 90 minutes is good enough to, you know, get a good impression of the game. Are you a trader? Among other things, yeah. You're looking for trades? Yeah. Okay, I have absolutely... Well, actually, I got 200 credits, so let's see. I'm assuming this, you know, we're going to get... EMP grenade. Value 788. Yeah, so maybe our 200 credits isn't going to get us very far. He seems to be more of the sneaksman's. He's got the armor that we have already. That is way out of our price range. Yeah, okay. Balaclava, 3-hole balaclava made of black cloth, perfect for ninjas and other types of sneaky people. Stealth increased by 6 and intimidation increased by 5. So that's nice how you're... It does seem to be, from what I've seen of it. Yeah, very similar. So we can't really give this guy anything. I don't want to sell anything either because this is well, you know, this for a reason. So we'll just skip that. But thanks. What happened with that business opportunity? It's a business secret. If you're interested in doing some work, though, that's something I can arrange. What kind of work? Package delivery. I'll pay you in credits, 100 pieces. Yeah, alright, I'm interested. You know where the GMS warehouse block is? No. Never mind then. Can't risk getting lost with that package. That is good. That is good. I like that. Can I go back into it now? Alright, I can. Yeah, well, that's cool. I mean, no, that's nothing new in games. I don't think my character, because I'm playing a character that I don't normally play in this sort of game, because normally I go for like a sneaky, skillful sort of character. Small arms, you know, picking locks, hacking, that sort of thing. This dude is bit of a meathead, you know, full on melee. But I don't think he's too fussed about what work he does. Okay. First, go to the barracks at the station platform. This key will open one of the footlockers, and the package will be inside. Take the package to the warehouse block and the building just south of the GMS compound. A man will be waiting for the package there, and you'll get your money. Alright. You'll not speak of this again until the job is done. So it should appear in my notes now. Retrieve the package from the barracks at the station platform near the tunnel and take it to the warehouse south of the compound. Right. You meet Arlene during your testing period. She's in charge of food preparation and rationing. Ha! You used to make fun of that town of stupidly high standards when admitting new people. Not the end of the world if we get someone imperfect, we said. And here you are, bringing us earthquakes on day one. So I do is pretty persuasive and pretty intimidating. Not that he looks particularly intimidating, but he is, trust me. Hey, that couldn't have been me. I am perfect. So, do I get to eat some real food now that I'm a citizen? Well, aren't you a joker? Don't remember hearing you complain before. So what do you need? Well, how bad was the earthquake? I know, Shadowhawk. Hopefully we'll get there so I can judge it. I can do like a review of it. For us, not that bad. The south tunnel collapsed, though the train is out for a while. The station itself didn't suffer any major damage as far as I know. So this is what we've ascertained, is that this is the major plot point so far, is that the south tunnel is down. Heard it's much worth up north. Something about Union freighter crashing and getting buried on the side rail of the core, man. The core. The full stops are quite hard to see. Man, I can really imagine all the vermin crawling out of their holes to make a bite of that cake. I'm not talking about rat hounds. What else new besides the earthquake? Gorski's gathering up his squad. Don't know what they're up to, but they're armed. Rumours? I guess Junkyard still hasn't got rid of old Chopper. One more victim found in pieces. Old Chopper. Gotta run. This obviously isn't where we're supposed to be. The cop. Yeah. Alright, let's see if... So I'm gonna find Councillor Tanner. Not gonna be in here, is he? This is toilet. Let's come on, can we shut that as well? Okay, we can, neat. Oh yeah, this is where he'll be, because this is the room that we saw before. But my character doesn't know that, so some sort of classroom. Yeah, I could as well. It all depends on the combat, because... And I don't mean like how difficult... Or, well, I do mean how difficult basically, but how clunky it is or how it works. I mean, a lot of games like this are really unforgiving. Because I really enjoyed Arcanum, Escape from the Pit. I love that game. You know, I really enjoyed playing it. I like the feel of it. I didn't mind the gameplay, even though, you know, it's really clunky and, you know, it looks a bit like this. But it's just the fact that it was so hardcore and so unforgiving that I couldn't keep playing it. I couldn't finish it. And I think that I approached that game with enough respect and, you know, with time and versatility and thought, and I still couldn't get still wasn't good enough for it, you know, even though I was playing it on normal. And you can change it to easy, but it just pissed me off basically that it was so unforgiving. So that's a big thing, and I'm playing this on normal now, which the game, I quote, the game says is for the average hardcore gamer. So I don't know, but I think that's what it'll depend on quite a bit, which is why I'm kind of iffy about playing this sort of thing blind. Avenum, sorry. Did I say Arcanum? Yeah, I meant Avenum. Escape from the Pit. Arcanum's something else, isn't it? The man behind the desk is Hadrian Tanner, the counsellor who admitted you to the Southgate station. Even during your first encounter with him, he struck you as an unusual-looking individual. Setting aside his impressive stature, one finds it difficult not to notice how his thick, bushy hair and beard envelop most of his head. That, in addition to his opaque glasses covering his eyes, which you've never noticed him without, means that he can be. You can see very little of his face, and his expression is somewhat. Its expression. His somewhat dirty scavenger outfit, which he wore earlier as well, clashes with the clean, finely furnished office, suggesting that Canna probably does most of his work on the field. As soon as he finishes typing, he raises his head and moves to shake your hand. His big hand, tucked into a dark brown gloves, makes yours seem like that of a child in comparison. Hey, I'm a big, meaty guy. God damn it. And you especially feel his large fingers to be twice as thick as yours. His deep voice feels distant and calming when he addresses you. Congratulations once again, Harry J, and welcome to our small community. You scored very well in our tests. No small feat. I'm sure you'll turn out to be a valuable and respected citizen. But more importantly, I hope you'll find peace and kinship here, which are so hard to come by in the chaos surrounding us. Is there going to be a well? No, I have yet to get to know any of the other Southgaters. Yeah, exactly, Duke. Exactly. What I was saying, too hard for you to beat, and I'm sure that you did all the side quests and, you know, didn't level your characters without thought. And but it's just so unforgiving, so hardcore, like hardcore. It's just too bloody difficult, basically. I've got a feeling I'll fit in with the rest of the crowd pretty well. He nods. I believe so too. People from many different backgrounds reside in this station. Whatever your interest may be, I'm sure you'll find someone who shares them here. I hope the earthquake didn't disturb you much and you were able to rest a bit from all the testing. For you to have I have much work for you to do today. Events have transpired that require your attention. Are you ready for some field work? How much damage did the earthquake cause? Not much damage to the station itself. There were no casualties, fortunately. Regardless, the railroad tunnel has caved in, so we're cut off until the rubble has been cleared up. And there's nothing that you should be concerning yourself with at this point in time. Now back to business at hand. Okay, so it's not going to... Hi, Death. Yeah, it's very Fallout 1 and 2. But... it's much more than Fallout 1 and 2. Sensitive crafting. Yeah, well, I suppose this is what Fallout 1 and 2 would have been if it was made now, if you see what I mean, because they have more to go on. Yeah. First, you can have your weapon back. Lucas at the armory should have it. While you're there, you might want to drop by the shooting range, since you'll be doing some fieldwork today. Might not be a bad idea to warm up in case things get ugly. Speak to Gorski if he's there. He'll help you set up for some practice sessions. However, that's entirely up to you. So, what is this field work? Down in the tunnels below our station, just to the north of Crossroad Caves, lies a series of abandoned outposts. These outposts were built by another station a long while ago for the purpose of scouting and defense. In time, they fell to decay. I want you to retake them so they might once again serve the same purpose. However, in order to do so, you'll need to activate the main power generator that's located inside one of them. Harold, from the engineering sector, thinks he knows how to get a generator operational, so he should be your first stop after we're done here. We've got to see Harold in engineering. Hi, Alexis. Yeah, I'm on every Sunday. It's not unusual. As far as I'm aware, there is a total of 5 outposts, plus the one with a generator. I don't know if it's possible to activate all of them, but try to activate at least 3. You might also want to talk to Jonas at the Crossroad watch post. It's down in the tunnels just outside the station. You'll be passing through there anyway. He's one of the most experienced scavengers, and he's probably seen more of South UnderRail than any of us here. He surely has some useful advice for you. Why are we retaking these? Yeah, no, that was an additional, exceptional thing. I don't know, Nimrast. If you've been watching from the start, you know as much as us. We're just in this place. We're new to the colony, and there's been an earthquake shutting off the south tunnels. That's all we know. What are you talking about, Shadowrun? That's also on the list. Anyway. Why are we retaking these? It's an important strategic position should certain factions attempt to encroach further into our zone of control. Besides, cleaning them out will also push some of the unwanted wildlife further away from SGS, so it's also beneficial in that regard. What wildlife are we talking about? I understand a few packs of rat hounds moved into the area, but you best talk to Jonas regarding that. He'll have more details. He knows the area inside out. Okay. Oh, and one more thing before you go. Pascal, our station's chief physician, wanting to see you. You should probably pop down to his office in the medical center. Yay! Medicine. Yeah. It's pretty simple music, but I see some boxes. But I think like it's good ambience. Aww. Aww. Oh, that's into cave hopper meat. Cave hopper meat should not be consumed raw. It's much tastier in the form of cooked meal. Oh bother. Storage cupboards. Oh, boxes. Fine. A storage room with nothing in it. So, we have plenty of notes now. So we've done that. So, medical level, engineering level. So we'll go to them now. Medical. Ah, private quarters, that's where we just were, wasn't it? Entomorph Plague of Darkfall. Let me just quickly enter that into... It's on GOG. Alright, I have added it to my wish list. So, yeah, medical, okay, that's what we went. Oh, I am there, aren't I? That's what I just did. So... Little wander around. Fine. Oh, that's a good sign. Pascal. Hello, Harry J. First of all, let me congratulate you on your admittance to our little station. I'm sure you'll love it here. It's good that you came. I actually wanted to talk to you about some of the results from all those tests we did earlier. Is there something wrong? No, quite the contrary. Sorry if I scared you. You see, the test results show that you have certain amounts of psionic potential. Are you sure? The what? Okay, let me just tell you a bit about psionic potential first. It's a relatively rare, inheritable, complex genetic trait that triggers development of certain, otherwise latent compounds in the brain. Components, not compounds. It allows a person to perform some subtle psionic invocations, such as influencing the minds of others, which is what our character can do, as well as some not so subtle ones, such as causing radical temperature changes and telekinetic manipulations. That's cool. How did this trait come to me? No one is really sure. Research indicates that it's a relatively recent genetic mutation, but could not have been a random one. So many things about it are just too complex and convenient to be anything but artificially designed. There are problems with this theory, though. Former Biocorp's head of genetic research, Hal Roach, outlines these problems best in his thesis. I won't bore you with the details, but the essence of the problem is that with the technology that we currently have at our disposal, creating, testing, and integrating such complex genetic structures is simply not possible without a colossal amount of trial and error work. Ooh, so subplot maybe. Maybe there's some sort of like experimentation being going on. So much trial and error work, Roach argued that even if you combined all the genetic processes in the world in his time and let them work on the subject for an entire time of their existence, they would still be extremely likely to produce the results. Maybe not then. Furthermore, Roach points out that the areas of the brain where the psionic activity takes place were never even properly charted, yet alone genetically decoded. So you see, it's a bit of a mystery. We know much more about it. We know much more about how to make it work than how it actually works. Interesting. Indeed it is. Anyways, there's something else you want to know. How do I realize this potential then? You must first disable your psionic inhibitator. It's a neural structure in your brain that prevents you from accessing your psionic projection centers. We assume it was designed to prevent influence from unwittingly harming themselves or those around them. There are ways to do this by extended meditation, but this can take years. We have more efficient methods these days. He reaches into his pocket and takes out a large red pill. Oh, okay, I was thinking about like a big drill or something. This pill will take care of the inhibitor right away, but it's one side effect I'm obliged to mention. The majority of users experience immediate and significant weakening of their immune system. And when I say majority, I mean everyone. To put it bluntly, you will severely affect your health. Therefore, the choice is yours. I don't think I'm going to do this yet. I might do it. It seems like something that I can maybe access later. But my character's... It basically makes you like a glass cannon, doesn't it? But I wouldn't... Yeah, my character's into melee combat, so he's going to get hit a lot. So, do I need to prepare somehow? No, just go ahead and swallow it. Is the process painful or dangerous? No, not at all. Well, maybe a bit dangerous, but not painful. Much. You might get a bit woozy, and that's it. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Unless there's something else first, maybe. Don't want to... on my head. Yeah, if you change your mind, let me know. So, he will... Alright, so he's not going to give me any healing. Now, this is a test. Can I just take stuff? Oh, is it going to tell me? Ah, okay, there we go. Red. Hello? Need a bullet popped out? No. Okay, so this one is red, but no one can see me. So again, we're sort of testing here, you know, but... Oh, come on. rock fell on his shoulder during the earthquake. If it had hit a few inches to the side, it would have killed him instantly. So, how you doing? Oh, medical locker that I can open and get stuff from. Sweet. These won't have anything, will they? Yeah, it's often hard to beat. It's often the easy route. Again, it's not the first thing that I would play as normally, because I like to go the sort of like stealthy sniper hacker sort of route. Ah, a Gaim. Building muscles, man. Them gains. Okay, maybe not. Well, sometimes tanky mage isn't an option in some games, though, is it? I mean, try going tanky mage in Baldur's Gate. Engineering. Ooh. Ah, no. Is that a vending machine? I can't use it. Oh my god. Hi, Harold. We're a new guy. Name's Harold. I'm in charge of this little workshop here. Name's Harry J. So, you're looking for something specific or just looking around? Ty tells me you know of a way to restore power to the outposts of the north. Right, I remember taking a look at the power generator here a while back. I couldn't do anything about it back then because I didn't have this. Here images through the boxes that are on the table before, producing and reassembling an energy core. It's a flux controller. Yeah, Bagovo, the necromancer, I think, but it's still not going to help you too much. Yeah, later on, but I'm talking about Baldur's Gate 1. It's even at the end of Baldur's Gate 1, it's still pretty difficult because you don't have Stone Skin. But anyway, that's another game. Baldur's Gate 2, absolutely, but Baldur's Gate 1, no chance. If you insert it into the slot at the front of the power generator, it should get running again. Oh, that's easy enough. After that, you ought to be able to reactivate all the outputs. I'm afraid you'll have to do it manually, though you see each of them has a switch that cuts off the power in case of a hazard. That figures. Is Goran watching that thing again? I don't know. Honestly. Oh, I can take from this barrel. Empty bottle. I'll leave the empty bottles. Of course I'm right. Nudie picture there. I like that because it's a garage, so, you know, that's... Oh, hello. Hi, Goran. Kind of got this men-only thing going on in this corner here. Well, that's cool, you know. You know, I'm a guy, but... Hi, Najed. Alright, fine. Don't talk to me. Hi, Ezra. As he turns around to face you, you immediately notice there's something off with this man. His face is pale and hairless. He was missing one of his eyes, and instead wires protrude from his eye socket, travelling over to the side of his face and disappearing down the back of his neck. The other eye is almost colourless, with the pupil so contracted that you question whether he can even see at all. He speaks with a calm and even voice. Hello, Harry J. I am Ezra. I act as the head network administrator and chief of the entire engineering sector. Got anything to barter? Is there any points? No, I can't afford anything. I have 200 credits. Mines and such. Thought control modulator. Designed specifically to enhance the wearer's thought control psionics. I mean, that's what my character would like, I guess, but it's 1300, and I Don't have. I haven't unlocked it. I'm just looking at this. I'm currently looking for. So this is what he'll only buy certain things, which I like. That's really neat, you know. He's looking. He's not going to buy any old stuff. He only wants specific things. Instructions how to create a personal cloaking device. EMP grenade. So this is the crafting thing. You can buy these and craft them with these instructions. Pretty neat. A timer attached to explode. Yeah. So the crafting looks pretty in depth. But at the same time, doesn't look too, I suppose, FK. Though we don't know how much loot there's going to be in the game, because currently, I know we're in like a inhabited area here, but it doesn't. There might not be too much loot in the game anyway. Retrieve the package from. Okay, so retrieve the power generator. How about weapons? I don't have any weapons. Or is the dude at the... I think there's someone else I've got to see. Jonas? And he's going to give me a weapon, maybe? Armory and shoot. Let's go there. Let's go there. Yeah, they said about going there. Okay. That's a good welcome, isn't it? Move along. Ah, there's Lucas. Short man rises from behind his desk with a grenade case in his hands. The heavy case meets the top of the desk with a thud, raising your eyebrows, which in turn makes the man's face turn to a smile. He removes his gloves and shakes your hand with a strong, perhaps too strong grip before addressing you. Yeah, it's one of those sort of iron handshakes. I shook someone's hand on Friday at work, and their hand, it was awful. He's kind of a skinny guy, but his hand was just like, there was no flesh on it. It was just bones, and you know, I don't have like an iron grip, but you know, you have a good firm handshake, and I could feel like his bones crack. I was like, ah! I didn't do that, but man, you know, some knives in the event. Yeah, I don't want knives though. I want a big sledgehammer thing. But yeah, he just had really. He was so. No, he wasn't a co-worker. You know, he was an external dude. But yeah, there was nothing in his hands apart from bone and skin, and I could feel that his bones moved as I shook his hand. Hi, Dorathy. Oh, horrible. Yeah. Don't worry, Harry J. Ain't gonna blow us up. Nope. Anyway, Venzel told me you'd be staying with us for a while. I guess so. Well, friend, make yourself at home. Can I have my weapon back? Of course. It was the 5mm pistol and some ammo, if I recall correctly. Guns of a wuss is all I need is a knife. If this is a pistol in bad condition, people would pay to get rid of it. Yeah, give me a knife then. Then whose? Oh! This is Newton's. My bad. Anyway, here's your knife. Hands you a knife. Okay, so I've got a knife. Here. Now that you got that, maybe a couple more things. Maybe. Let's have a look. Now, in the tutorial, you could get access to a big hammer, which is kind of what I was after. Oh. 12,000! Yeah. Alright, I'll have that. I'll give you 200 for it. No? I'll give you a knife as well? No? So, yeah, he's not going to have it. He's not going to take it. Alright, serrated steel knife can inflict serious bleeding wounds. Bypasses 6% of target's energy shield. Note that the rats are going to have that. Damage increases by 2% for every point in strength above 5. So that'll be about 8%. On hit, 25% chance to inflict bleeding wounds. Incurs 125% of mechanical damage resistance. Yeah, so it's not very good. And it can be it's not very good against bots, basically. Well, I should have taken a pistol. Because they seem to be worth quite a bit. Alright, anyway, never mind. So I've got a knife. Let's equip that. Alright, let's... now that we've got that, and we'll put our armour on. Well, we've got to put our armour on once we've actually talked to the last dude. I'm sure we've got to talk to someone else. I want to get to combat, you know, before we have to call it a day type thing. Hi, Malcolm. Man greets you with a light smile. Ah, Harry J, good to finally meet you. I'm Malcolm. How can I help you? I need to get to the caves. Didn't you get your access card yet? Right, should be around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, got a red access card, passes it to me. Now listen, here's the procedure. When you want to leave, you let me know and I'll open the inner gate. You then step into the transition room, then I close the inner gate and open the outer gate and off you go. Alright, now, when you want to get back in, use the card I gave you on the console outside. I set it in front of the camera and so I can confirm it's you. And I'll open the outer gate. What if you've got a balaclava on? Earlier, we used to do bioscanning every time someone passed, but since no one ever showed up positive, it became a nuisance. What if I do contract a disease? Then be kind enough to inform me so I can activate the turrets. They'll shred you to pieces, they'll burn the remains, and everything's good. Just kidding. Or am I? Alright, I'm off to the caves. So we have no gun. We've got this steel knife. Okay, so obviously, bad things out here. Let's save it. I was hoping to get a bigger weapon, but maybe we'll find one. So I can go into stealth mode. You enter stealth mode, which allows you to hide from others, but reduces your movement by 45%. To successfully hide from someone, you need to keep out of their sight for a while. Once you are hidden from someone, they will need to pass a perception check to detect you. Entering stealth mode in combat will immediately drain all your remaining action and movement points. While in combat, your movement points are reduced to 0, and you can receive no extra movement points from any source. Most hostile actions will immediately remove you from stealth. I'm not going to bother with that, but I wanted to read it anyway. It's set generation, definitely. Hello, old Jonas. Ah, you were was on wanting to talk to. Old man wearing an old coat, old pants, and old boots introduces himself with an amiable smile. Oh, it's young Harry J. Off to do some hunting. So what is this place? This is the Crossroad Watch. The only way to get into our station from the tunnels is through here. What are you doing here? Just sorting through some goods I scavenged today. Want to take a look, see if there's something you like before I take it back to the station. I offer fair bargaining. Alright. Can't afford anything. Trapper's Belt grants 1 extra utility slot. Oh, that's kind of neat. I guess that's these. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so I could only use these 2. That's pretty sweet. Because this is actually kind of neat. Because these are for grenades and such. So currently I can carry like 2 grenades or whatever else fits in these. So unlocking these gives me more utility slots. Otherwise I have to go into my inventory to change stuff. And that costs more action points. So that's kind of neat. Kind of like that. Traps increase by 10%, and cooldown of arming traps decrease by 70%. So that's pretty nice. Stygian coin. Also, there's more than one type of currency. This light stainless super steel coin is engraved with the image of Charon, the mythic Stygian ferryman. Oh, it's Charon. I still don't know who it is. It's the most common currency in the South UnderRail because its value is derived directly from the value of the metal it's made of. That makes sense. That's what currency should be. I don't want throwing knives and such. Prevents clotting of blood and blood-like substances. It's an essential component in liquid regeneratives. This is all crafting stuff. Alright, well, cool. Looking for 2 batteries and 3 traps. You're supposed to give me something? I hear you're very knowledgeable on the tunnels and I could use some advice. Been crawling through them tunnels all my life. What do you want to know? What can you tell me about the abandoned outposts nearby? The nearest one is just north at the Crossroad Watch. So this way. They stretch to the east and to the west from there. They were built by Omega Station but are somewhat in ruins since we put them out of business. Plenty of rat hounds there now. Brilliant. Oh, was there a flavor text? I didn't see it. I'll have to look at it again. If you are heading there, could you do me a favor? I was scavenging near those outposts a while back and I think I lost my old digital watch there. It's about this big and made of metal. It doesn't have a strap, so I keep it in my pocket. It must have fallen out somewhere. Can you give an eye out for it? If you bring it back, I'll make a good bargain. Okay, brilliant. I keep a look up, I can't promise anything, which is fair enough. That's all I ask. Is it really true you descended to the bottom of the deep caverns? Listen, youngster, there's not a place in this accursed underworld these old legs haven't visited. I've descended as low as one can go, and I even took a peek into the dreaded mutagen tanks, and... well, maybe I'll tell you more over a drink sometime. Alright, tell me about the creatures. Cave hoppers, rat hounds, and PSI beetles, and rarely shadow crawlers. What critter you're interested in? Let's do the rat hounds. Rat hounds are ugly, smelly, mangy, disease-ridden, dog-sized rats. You can find them everywhere, and if you can't find them somewhere, know that they'll get there too eventually. Have a beer, Snarl. Sit down, put your feet up. Welcome. Pre-filling the first trailer, so you got a couple of trailers. Hopefully the movie's worth it. Life improves for you, certainly did for me. Individually they are not so tough, but they usually move around in packs, sometimes hordes. They're very good pack hunters, so don't let them surround you. Oof. If you're in a pinch, throw flares. The devil. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Maybe I'll buy a flare off him if I find one. Cave hoppers? Harmless little critters, quite tasty if cooked properly too. You'll generally find them near lakes and other wet caves, because that's where their favourite food, lake mushroom, grows. They're hard to hunt down sometimes because they are fast little buggers and can crawl through small crevices you wouldn't think they would ever fit in. If you're looking to catch a kill one, best tactic is to hide near a patch of lake mushrooms and ambush them when they come to feed. And the PSI beetles? That's a critter you just want to stay clear of. Scientists call them azure something because of their blue stripes. The best of all, rest of us just call them PSI beetles or PSI bugs for obvious reasons. They can sling all kinds of psionics at you. If you bump into one, you might be able to take it, but it literally cause you a headache. If you run into 2 of them, you better start retreating while you can, lest they are not that fast. You should be able to evade them. If you run into 3, it's probably already too late. Yikes. See, the weird thing is, not only do they hit you harder when they're in a group, they start throwing crazier and crazier stuff your way the more of them join the fight. If you absolutely must fight them, try to get close and personal. They're not comfortable with exposing their massive brains to sling psionics at people who are near them. Instead, they will either try to gain some distance or will just bite you, and their bite is far less dangerous than their psionics. Cranium rats. I was thinking the same thing, you know. They usually hang around mine shrooms, so when you see one, be on your guard. And shadow crawlers. Nasty insects that crawl around them cave walls, all quiet and sneaky. They surprise their victims by injecting them with a good healthy dose of paralyzing venom, then retreat to the shadows until the poison makes you stiff as a rail. Then they eat you. Don't start quaking yet, because they're rarely seen around these parts, but in case you notice things too quiet, be on the lookout. It's, keep all your trapping equipment handy. Most important tool in fighting crime. Yeah, class. Oh yeah, have you got a flare? Just in case. Alright, well, let's go. Oh, I guess this way north, huh? Hear faint squeaking sounds coming from up ahead. A pair of red beady eyes blinking at you and out the darkness. Yeah, I got a compass. I got a compass though. Okay, hello. So, stab it. Alright, so what is this? These are my action points. That's its health. So movement points 36 and action points 38. These ones can be used for performing actions or movement if there's no movement points left. End combat, end turn. No. Stab it again. And again. And again. And again. Ah, well, it's almost dead. So what was the space? Ow, ow, ow. Okay, hey, achievement, first blood. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Lexus. Alright, so we got rat hound leather. Turn into a suit of leather armor, which I already have. But value 165. Only thing is, who's going to buy it off me? Mechanical damage, I think, is yeah, for damage against mechanical things, so bots and turrets and such. Because I think what you saw there was this 125% mechanical damage resistance. So things get a 25% bonus to their armor if I attack it with a knife. If it's mechanical, because it's a knife, you know, against a metal sheet. So I think that's what that means. Alright, where's this sprint thing? Oh, that's what something that Divinity Original Sin needs. Both of us did mech damage. Oh, I don't know. Because I have a feat. Lets me you can activate the sprint ability, which grants you 30 additional movement points for 2 turns. And that's what I want to do. Does anybody see it? Maybe I've got to map it somehow. Can't right click on that. Because that's obviously all my movement to get up there. That's why I took the sprint. Brings up power with all your character's special attacks abilities. Oh, there we go. Can I drag that down here? Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, so now I can move there and attack him. And miss. Brilliant. Ow. Okay. Stop missing! That's twice I've missed with 95%. I can run, but yeah, I will actually, because they have to run to catch me. So that's less APs for them to whack me with. I better not be dead. I mean, this is the second fight. What the? I'm not believing this 95%. Yeah. Because I missed like 5 times now? Oh, critical hit, finally. Still not quite enough. And this is a big dog, by the way. This is a very big dog. I know it's dog-sized rat, but it's still a bloody big dog. Ooh. Healthy animal heart. Well, it's not that healthy, is it? It doesn't work anymore. Still filled with healthy blood that can be extracted for medical purposes. Ugh, grisly. Take it. Oh, okay. Ah, so you might be able to get through there with some explosives or something. Yeah. Well, I can't lock, can I attack it? Thing is, I don't have any lockpicks. Or lockpicking ability. Pickpocket isn't gonna work, it's a... Yeah, that's kind of strange, isn't it? That's alright. Maybe I don't need to get in there. Oh, hello. Oh, and that was a good choice. Sprint. Oh god. Hello. Oh, that's nice. Go up to me. Any more? I like that. Yeah, maybe. It's good, Lexus. Okay. What have we got in here? Health. Oops. Ah, lockpick. There we go. And a bodyguard orders. Oddity. Ah, so if I... oh, this is my experience bar. That's cool. These are all but sustained orders are issued by the Omega Central Command to their bodyguards. The orders state that the guards are to shoot anyone they perceive as SGS member on sight. Also, 10,000 Charons bounty is placed on one called Gorski. Ah! Cool. So, at the start of the game, for those of you who missed it, you can choose 2 ways to collect experience. You can do it the classic way, which was I've done, where you gain experience by picking locks, killing enemies, completing quests, stuff like that. You can also gain in a different way by collecting oddities, which is what that is. Now, I did get experience for it, but I imagine that would give me like all this, or you know, quite a lot, maybe 700 experience for finding that. Oh, really? You reckon? Oh, you're right, I do. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. I wonder how long I would have noticed that if it was just me. Alright, so we got a PSI booster. And, well, so we got plenty of different ammo types. Throwing knife, a grenade. High explosive grenade develops powerful blast, which is useful against heavily armored targets. Although it can effectively be used against anti-personnel scenarios, it is less efficient because of the absence of shrapnel. Everyone caught in the blast suffers 20 to 30 heart damage and 30 to 45 mechanical damage. Ignores 40% of damage resistance to and threshold. Of course I'm going to take all that. It's not going to work. Nope. Tells you the stuff's empty as well, which is nice, but that just has nothing in it. Oh no, no, take. Let me. But now I've got a lockpick, I can maybe pick this. Maybe. I have no skill in lockpicking, so. And that did seem quite. Lock disabled, okay. Good. Now trapping is something I can do. Gasoline was once largely used as a fuel for many types of vehicles. However, since the internal combustion engines fell out of use a long time ago, it is now mostly used in creating makeshift incendiary weapons. Another oddity. So I can get that and equip that. Yeah, okay, that's neat. Now I get the 1 in 3 thing. And that's not going to work because I haven't found the main generator. Hi, Villeneuve. How you doing? Nice to see you. So I reckon if, you know, the game isn't a complete git, this is definitely something that I could play quite a lot of. Sadly, these sort of games can be gits. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? You know what I mean by git as well, that, you know, like you know, it's just too difficult. Alright, let's move on. I haven't found the main generator yet, have I? Let's go up here, actually. No, stop. Is this the way? There's nothing up here. There's definitely something behind there, but... Oh, maybe I can throw a grenade at that. Alright, hang on. Yeah. Oh, hang on. You know what I didn't do? I didn't equip the armor. Christ. Oh, there we go. That might help. Alright then. So let's throw this grenade. I know it might be a bit of a waste. Where is it? But... Nope. Live life to the full and all that. 50% chance of getting there, so it's probably going to land in my face. But here we go. Let's reload. Got a bit of a cold and flight home. Oh, yeah, where did you go? Yeah, you know where it is, Villeneuve, on the other channel. Yeah, you'll see a channel. Oh, look at this. You should give me a reward for going back there and finding that. Oh, I still don't have armor on. Equip armor, equip armor, equip armor, equip armor. There we go. That might help. Yeah, swing up to me. That does help. Ah, bleeding. Alright, so I won't bother with you anymore. Oh, another one. Okay. Yeah, dead. Well, I tried to. I try to, but I'm not the most observant of people. Bleeding 3 damage every turn. You've got 30. I'll hit you again. Okay. We've got another friend, but I'll wait for that actually. Oh, more of them. Oh god. Might be dead. Well, there isn't much of a story so far, which I kind of like. I think that, sort of develops as you go. Yeah, then you die, yeah. No, I can't use that yet. I don't think I can use it because I'm not at 40%. I leveled up. So, what do we get? We get 40 skill points and a feat. Alright, cool. But yeah, the story is very low-key right now. I mean, you're in an UnderRail station, you've just arrived, you've passed some tests, and they've got a job for you to clear out some nearby outposts. All heat increased by 25%. I mean, that is nice. I might get that. Pack rest. Oh, hang on. Increases. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the that. And we've got some skills. So let's throw more into melee. Maybe dodge and evasion as well. Oh, we do have lockpicking. I didn't think I did, but we do. Our intelligence isn't great, yeah, so we're not a hacker. Persuasion seems to be a big thing. Yeah, I've played it. I mean, I know what you mean. I absolutely, definitely know what you mean. Right, so we'll leave thought control for now. I'm not going to bother any of this. So we'll shove it in lockpicking, I guess, you know, and, well, there's plenty of merchants in the game. Oh, what's that? Cool, so more oddities. Sweet. Yeah, it's got a really fantastic feel, hasn't it? And the thing is that it's got a humor about it as well, which I think is really unique. It really is such a well-designed game, but how many people have actually finished it? I'm willing to bet not too many. I wouldn't mind to know. I know this is like an impossible ask, but I wouldn't mind knowing, like, out of the percentage of people who started them, who finished what game more, Dark Souls or Darkest Dungeon? I'm honestly willing to bet that more people finish Dark Souls than Darkest Dungeon out of the pure percentage of the people who started the game. Magnet is still the number one if you want to actually to get the gear. I don't know. They could have fixed that, because what I think you're implying there is that you know, stuff's really expensive. All right. Well, we can't fix that. I don't have a lockpick. There was one in here. No. The thing is, there's a great big window there. Whoa, hello. just click on this? Okay, that's good. And again, please. When you start Dark Souls, it makes you want to finish it. Yeah. I suppose out of the two, I prefer Dark Souls because I think like with Darkest Dungeon, once you've played a little bit of it, you've sort of seen all there is to see. And I know that there's like different abilities and effects and such, but like there's only so much you can do with its mechanics. Whereas with Dark Souls, it keeps throwing new stuff at you, different ways it can kill you. Whereas in Darkest Dungeon, effects are just exacerbate a little bit, you know, so everything just goes up. Whereas with Darkest Dungeon, it's just, or with Dark Souls, it's just different. Like they turn the lights out, and just all sorts of stuff they do to vary things up. But anyways, I know there's a power switch in there, but I can't get to it. See, why can't I break the window? Oh, yeah. 1.7%. Oh, that's a good way of doing it. 1.7% of completed Darkest Dungeon. I saw it. Well, it's a very Fallout type thing. This very Fallout-y. Fallout 1 and 2, obviously. From what I've seen of those games, this is very much that. I'm sure you'll instantly see that. Hello. Ow. Ow. No, 2 of you. 3 of you? I can handle 3 of you. Nice. Oh, wait. I should have moved. Oh, okay. You guys just... The thing is, I'm in a tunnel, so that really helps. 1.7%. Does Dark Souls give you an achievement when you finish the game? I suppose there's 2 though, isn't there? So that's but 1.7% of people on Steam who have the game have finished it. But I'm not surprised it's very low. I'm not surprised at all. I'm sure like the vast majority of people really enjoy playing it. Up to a point. Fine. Yeah, thankfully I've funneled them into a little corner here, so I think okay, only 2 of them can attack me at once. Where was the one I was attacking before? Oh, I'll just attack this one. What's this? Pack hunting. Damage an attacker increasing as targets that are surrounded by more of its pack. Damage against the current target is increased by 20%, and attack skill is increased by 10. It's still alive. It's pretty annoying. I think maybe no. That's. It's hard to tell if there's like a place where there's just one spot, but I don't think there is. Is the one... Why can't I attack him? Oh, there's one there. I gotta find the pixel, right? Bleeding, but that's not gonna kill it, is it? See, I can see this sort of fidgety, where is everything behind the thing being pretty annoying. Especially when it's more critical than this. Well, that shows it then, doesn't it? You know, if you've got 1.6% who's got all the achievements, then far more people have finished Dark Souls and Darkest Dungeon. Victoire! Yeah. So yeah, well, it's more difficult. Simple as that. Oh. More rocks there that I can't get past. Around 18% for both endings combined. That's quite a lot, isn't it? So there's nothing in this area either. That is quite a lot of... So I should say, I mean, some things I would like is like just an over map. If I press M, I want just to see where I am. The game doesn't seem to have that. And I know it, you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's just like an industry standard, isn't it? You get a little mini map of where you are. Alright, I think. I don't know where this big generator is. Oh, let's go up there. I haven't been there yet. Okay, let's go that way. Hello. Oh, no, he's gone. And you're gonna get to me. Fair enough. Well, I lost nothing to do with that. So, like, where is he? Like, where's the thing I'm trying to hit? That's pretty irritating. I know he's there, but I can't find it. There's nothing to click on to tell me where he is. Yeah, Dave. You're right. You're absolutely right. Like there's a map. There's a red there, but I can't. Unless the game wants me to move first, because I activated the sprint. But that doesn't make a lot of sense, because I can highlight the attack thing, but I'll move out here so I can see him, shall I? Where's he gone? There he is. Yes, Alexis, you get bragging rights because it's classed as one of the... Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, well, good point, Dave. You put that far more succinctly than I did. There we go. But yeah, that's an issue. That is an issue. I couldn't target the thing that was right there. Although, yeah, there could be an option. Well, that should be on by default, though, really, shouldn't it? Being able to click on enemies. I think that's kind of an intrinsic part of this kind of interface. But always in combat. Yeah, that will work. Thanks for that. But now it's just always. Alright, fine. I can deal with that. That's lovely. Yeah, adrenal gland. And another healthy animal heart that doesn't work. I know. Just oh, okay, there is another one. Kind of How do you press the wrong button there? Nice. And then die. Oh, I got another achievement. Good for me. Oh, I did not. I had no idea what reverse highlight meant. But yeah, well, thank you. No, because I remember it on the from the tutorial. I was like, reverse highlight? What the fuck? Oh, I finished it with the guns. With the guns? With the drums? Christ. Finished Dark Souls with guns is nothing to brag about. I just shot everything with an AK. It was easy. Don't know what you guys are talking about. Come to here. Come to me, my pretty. Should have healed with a bandage. Right, you're dead. The only thing is he gets to attack before he bleeds to death. Nice. But now I can't use that. Yeah, that was an error on my part. I should have healed with the bandage and then moved up. Apologies, power gamers out there. Or even vaguely efficient gamers, I should say, really. Oh yeah, there's some remains. No, let's get the remains first before I get into combat. I want the remains. I'm kind of glad I went with a knife because, did I just sort there? For me, sort should be on the other side, but it's just me. Yes, I'm sure. Dark Souls is a game that makes you want to be good at it. It keeps. See, if you, I mean that right there is bragging rights. If you finish it with a steering wheel, it's pretty epic. No one will have anything on you. Yeah, if you streamed yourself doing it, you'd have 50 million subscribers, followers. Sorry. Turn else you're right. What is this? Oh, my weapon. My only weapon, my poor knife, is it? Poor, suffer reduced precision. Precision? How does that work? Damage, surely. How am I gonna hit less with it if it doesn't, you know, if it's not sharp enough? This should hopefully be the main one. Yeah. Boots! Give me a knife. Ugh. There you go. More orders. Psi booster and again ammo. Oh, it'll be so epic though. Set a new standard. I knew I shouldn't have come up here. Come to me. 90% now. %. Oh, no loots. I kind of want to. Well, alright, there should be a switch in here. Ah, flare, okay. Oh yeah, caltrops. Made of 2 or more sharp nails or spines arranged in such a manner that one of them always points upwards from a stable base. Caltrops could be deployed to injure and slow down enemies. Targeted area. Anyone who steps in the caltrop suffers a little bit of mechanical damage and loses 5 movement points. That's pretty nice. Incendiary bolt. More orders. Yeah, I can have that. That's for a crossbow, which is far too subtle for my character. Give me a knife. I can't hack that. That's something I cannot have. Alright, let's go back and flick those other 2 switches, because that will turn. I don't have to do all of them. I only have to do 3, don't I? So I've eventually, I've done the quest. I don't know, Villeneuve, because the mechanical damage is kind of interesting. Because I thought mechanical damage was against mechanics or against armor. Against mechanical stuff, but it turns out it isn't, because a knife does mechanical damage. So a rat does mechanical damage. So I'm not quite sure. It could be like a translation thing if this is a foreign game. You know, it could. Yeah, but it's just it's a strange. Way of putting it. Alright. Yeah, maybe they mean physical or something. But you think it would have been fixed? Because it should be an easy thing to fix. You know? It's just the wording. Maybe they just couldn't bother. So, if I go check my notes. I found Jonas. Oh, I didn't find the watch. You had to have at least 3 of them. Okay. Sorry, Jonas, I haven't got your watch back. I'm going to go back to the Overseer. Turn this quest in and call it a day. Who said this was like Fallout? I don't know, there's nothing like Fallout. Maybe it was just easier programming. Maybe. What was he, in Commons? He was in Commons, wasn't he? Yeah. That's fair enough, you know. You'll get used to it and everything. Oh, there's a cat. No. The cat's the loudest bloody thing. You can't hear people talking. But you can hear that cat meowing. I've reactivated the power generator as well as some of the stations. Good work. We can now start the restoration process. Here are your credits. What's next on the agenda? There are a few more jobs waiting for you, actually. Brett needs someone to do a hop around up. He'll instruct you on what exactly you need to do and how to do it. Go speak to him on the agronomy level. Okay. So I reckon that if you... oh, we get things. Might as well. If you... gain... If you turn them all on, you might get a bit of a bonus there. But I think that'll do for this little session. It's been good. I have enjoyed it. With this sort of game, the thing that falls down is, you know, the gameplay, the combat, really. But when you add in things like grenades, traps, because all I had there was a knife, so that was my only option, and that was, you know, my own fault as well, because my only option is to like hit. That's all I could do. There's not much the game designers can do about that if you go melee. That's kind of it, isn't it? Again, certain different melee weapons could behave in different ways, and but all in all, the game seems pretty good. Sorry. I mean, I gotta leave you guys waiting more. Now, having said that, I am off all tomorrow. But no, they haven't aged well. But some people really dig them. You got to be in the right frame of mind for it, haven't you? You really have to sit down and want to play a game. This is not for a casual, but this is for the average hardcore. Yeah, I'm adding the team. Yeah. Well, I gave this game almost 2 hours, so I went over on it. But I wanted to finish that quest. Yeah. But you know, it's good. Good length of a stream, isn't it? But I am, like I say, free tomorrow. And I do have some stuff that I want to get done, but I might pop on. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. I don't know what we're going to play. Maybe some Darkest Dungeon. But the thing with Darkest Dungeon is I know I'm not going to finish it. But maybe you should just enjoy it for the sake of playing it rather than trying to finish it. Dialogue and... yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it does or not. Maybe it's a bit too early to see, to tell. So far, the game hasn't made me smile, so it's not really a humor. Well, it has actually with the utility belt thing. So it does have a bit of humor in it, which is nice to see, and it's not too overwhelming. So all in all, yeah, you know, looks good. I don't know about same time tomorrow. Like I say, it might be daytime. I might stream first thing in the morning. I don't know. I might not at all. But you know, if I do, I hope to see you there, no matter what I stream and when I stream it. But you guys have a good week if I don't, and yeah, hopefully see you soon. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. You know, I appreciate your company. And that was UnderRail, a very interesting RPG that certainly has potential. So I shall see you hopefully next week. You guys take care. And again, thanks again. Toodaloo.